Good evening, everybody. This is Miguel Fuentes, and welcome to the My Lead System Pro Freedom Friday. This is my dream team. It's our hangout. Tonight, we are excited because we have a very special guest tonight with us. Before I bring him out, he's going to come out and share some amazing content on the colors, the basic personality profile colors that we've all known. We've all been taught it. We've all learned it. But honestly, you don't really know it. You don't really have it down until you've executed it. So we're going to bring him out here in just a minute. He's going to execute some of this for us, give us a rundown on what they are, how they work, and yeah, I'm going to bring Ryan out here in just a minute. But before I do, I always want to introduce Scott Lindstrom, my buddy, the core of this team, who's been hanging out with us week after week. Samantha Rodriguez is here all the time, just hanging out. She's full frontal view tonight. Totally see her. Samantha, how are you tonight? Scott, guys, you guys good? Awesome.
I'm great.
You guys ready to rock tonight?
Let's do this.
Awesome. Very, very cool. Guys, if you are watching this, wherever you're watching this at, if you're watching this on YouTube, you're watching this on a blog, you're watching this, wherever you're watching this, make sure you click subscribe. I also want to just give a quick shout out to anybody who's listening to this podcast right now. This is a live recording. It will also be a podcast. I'm super excited to hear what Ryan has to say. I'm going to give him a little bit of an intro here, though. Guys, Ryan, the first time we encountered Ryan here, he came out and did a hangout for us. At that point, he was an L3 leader inside of My Lead System Pro. He's now an L4 leader. So in the time between hangouts, he's gone from L3 to L4 and is absolutely crushing it. He's been making his own products, his own training, growing his business, exploding in his business. And guys, I'm just so happy. He's actually the first L4 that we're going to interview here on this hangout. So stay tuned. Grab a seat. This is going to be amazing. Ryan, are you ready to go, my friend? He's ready to rock. He's muted down. Okay, guys. How you feeling tonight, buddy?
Man, I'm pumped up, man. I appreciate you guys having me back, man. It's crazy. It's been since I don't know how long it's been, but yeah, it was another just like rocket. From that time, man, it's been some amazing growth.
It was fast. It was very fast. It seemed very quickly, just like overnight. Like I'm telling you, it's changed a lot. Like I've noticed that there's been a ramp up in your business. Absolutely, I've just been watching you move forward. So I'm definitely excited to hear what you have to share. Guys, if you don't know, L4 is a huge milestone inside of My Lead System Pro. I mean, that's where you start having eye problems, like I don't want to work for you anymore kind of problems. So it's a big, big milestone for anybody to achieve in their business. So grab a seat. Ryan, what are you going to share with us tonight?
So I'm going to be going over some information, man, that I'll put it like this. When I started learning this stuff, I'd heard about it. Kind of been trained on it before, but not like this. And I won't call her a mentor, I'll call her a sponsor, or it's just someone that I was working with in MLM who'd made a lot of money in MLM. I remember going up to her one night, and this is after I really discovered, and I said, I'm going to master this stuff. I said, hey, listen, I'm going to master the colors. And she goes, oh, congratulations, you're going to be a millionaire. And that's when it hit me. I was like, man, there's something really to this stuff. So literally, I mean, every day I'm using this to either study it more, get better at it. But this is the kind of stuff that, like, if you're looking to make more money, if you're looking to help more people, if you're looking to connect with more people, if you're looking to have a better impact, everything can be improved if you master this stuff tonight. Every aspect of your life, your relationship with your boss, with your spouse, with your coworkers, with your teammates. When you understand this information, you just and use it on a daily basis. It becomes part of you. But it's kind of like that saying of, you have to put 10,000 hours in to become an expert. You have to dedicate yourself to learning and mastering this information, because if you can put 10,000 hours into some study in this information, I mean, you could literally, you've unlocked the master key to riches. That's what it is.
Fantastic. I'm excited. Scott, Sam, you guys ready to go? Okay, let's do it.
Let me see, can I present?
Yeah, it's on the left-hand side there, the green arrow.
Okay, got it. All right, let me know if you can see my screen.
We got you.
Cool. Cool, guys. So if you don't know me, that's me. I'm Ryan McMorris. I specialize in personal brands for entrepreneurs. What I do is I help entrepreneurs brand themselves. I help entrepreneurs find their purpose, their drive, their gift. If someone gives me some information, I have been able to help them manifest that information into a way that is going to attract more people to them. It's going to help them connect better with more people, make more sales, get more exposure, and really start becoming that magnet into their business. Okay, guys, just a little quick rundown. I've only been in marketing and online marketing. This is my third year, so completing my third year will be December of this year. Like Miguel said, I'm an L4 and MLSP. I went from where I was just like barely recruiting anybody to I'm one of the top recruiters in my MLM. I think in the last year, I've enrolled almost 100 people in my MLM in the last year. And it's been phenomenal. Let me tell you something, guys. If you're not recruiting, MLSP will help you shrink that process. You'll get better at it, but you have to learn. You have to really dig in and be a part of the process, because recruiting is actually the easiest part of this. I mean, you may be in a place right now where you feel like recruiting is like the hardest part. Recruiting is the easiest part. So it's learning information like this to get to the place where you're like, man, recruiting's easy, and maybe the harder parts come into keeping people or making buyers, repeat buyers. I'm gonna go into all that, but also just got promoted to MMT member in MLSP, which is a big honor. So definitely shouts out to Ray Higdon, Steve Krivda, Kate McShay, Lisa Torres. They were all part of that. Brian Finale, love that guy. But that's a huge accomplishment for me, and it's an honor to be a member of the MMT team and get that message. I say this because literally, like, I was about to quit network marketing, and now I'm an MMT member and top recruiter, and so if there's something that you want to do, like, don't quit, because the only reason I didn't quit is because I didn't want to accept going back to work, or literally not going back, because I was working at the time, but I just didn't want to accept working there for the rest of my life. That wasn't going to be it. So after this information, what if you really connected with everyone you contacted? I mean, on a cellular level. Okay, what if you knew the right things to say in every conversation that you had with anybody? Okay, what if the people that hit you up literally came pre-sold, pre-closed? You could literally decipher who they were, what they wanted, and how you could help them in a matter of 30 seconds to 2 minutes. Okay, so what if you knew you would close the people that you talk to with whether or not they come into your business or not, within a matter of 2 minutes? Okay, that'd be pretty phenomenal, and you can do that. Okay, you may not be able to do it right off the bat, but with practice and with some trial and error, you'll be able to really do some remarkable things with this information. Okay, so what I want you to do, guys, is I want you to imagine this is, I believe it's Italy. Okay, so if you've never been to Italy before, I would safe to say that probably a lot of people on this webinar don't speak Italian. Okay, I don't, right? Even though you may think I may speak Italian, but I don't. So I would vouch that a lot of people on this webinar probably don't speak Italian. Okay, so if you showed up in Italy, this would probably be the conversation that you would have between two people, right? A whole lot of blahs. Okay, so one person speaking, you're speaking, blah 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 blah. They speak, blah 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 blah. You're getting a whole lot of blahs, right? Well, what if, or I want you to imagine the feeling that you would get if you were in Italy for 2 weeks, or any foreign country for that matter, for 2 weeks, and all of a sudden someone comes up to you and they speak fluent English and they say, Miguel, what's up, man? Dude, how long have you been here? They automatically, they say your name, they pronunciate it the right way, they know English, they know your language fluently. Automatically you feel like you can trust this person, right? You automatically feel like you know this person, and subsequently you automatically like this person. So the one thing that we always talk about in marketing, especially, you can't sell anything to anybody that you don't know, like, and trust, or they don't know, like, and trust you. Okay? Now, guess what? This person could be a murderer. This person could be a thief. This person could be, anybody, right? But because they speak your language, nothing else matters. Okay? Because you speak their language, nothing else matters. Okay? And what we operate on from the time we grow up is what we like to call the golden rule. Okay? Everyone knows the golden rule. We operate on the golden rule, and the golden rule states that do unto others as you would have them do unto you, right? Or if you're from New York, it's do unto others and split.
That's
okay.
Good. So they just I'm out of here.
So in the golden rule, what happens is if we treat people like, if I treat you like I want to be treated, then I only have a certain percentage of actually making a real connection with you. I'm going to go into that in a second. But what I want you guys to realize is you got to be speaking your prospect's language. A lot of us, you may be in that situation where you're like, man, I don't know why this person just doesn't see it. I don't know why I can't close this person. I don't know why this person wants to stay on the fence so damn long. Okay? Well, it's probably because it looks like this. Okay? It's a whole lot of blahs. They don't get it. You don't get it. You guys just aren't communicating. Right? Some of you may have been there with your spouse before. You're just like, how did I ever marry this person? They like, who is this person, this mystery person that has shown up in my house and has magically convinced me to wake up to them every day? Okay? And you just seem like you're there, right? Now I'm going to show you how you can cancel that tonight and really start communicating with everybody you know. But there's one thing you have to really understand is you have to understand basic human nature first. Okay? You have to understand what people want. We have to get to a place where we're interested. We're way more interested in people than being interesting. Okay? These are some basic things, right? That's why it's actually called basic human nature. But we have to smile when we're on the phone. We have to smile when we're writing a text message. We have to smile when you're doing your videos. You have to smile in everything you do, because you can hear a smile in your voice, you can feel a smile in your energy. You can, I mean, hell, you can smell a smile. Okay, you can smell it a mile away. People can even tell whether they want to buy from you off of your smile in your profile picture. Okay, so if you want to connect with more people, you got to let them see it. Let them see those teeth. If you have bad teeth, you can invest in some veneers. But you know, even I don't know, Photoshop is amazing. Go to Fiverr.com. You know, tell them to fix you up a good smile. It costs you $5, and you got yourself a bang up smile. Right, but the smile is so important. I cannot tell you, after reading How to Win Friends and Influence People for the third time, when I really started to make an impact on my smile. And it's the first thing I do in the videos, it's the last thing I do in my videos, and I can tell you that it made a huge impact on the interaction of my videos. When people like your smile, they automatically like you. They make so many judgments off a genuine smile, and you know, when you connect with them, they show up with energy. They're excited. They start using explanation points. I mean, it's, if you don't believe me, just try it. Okay, but you have to show your smile. Compliment. Okay, and I don't mean just start giving away just BS compliments. I mean this in a way of giving out really legit compliments, but also understanding how to receive a compliment. Okay. We're in online marketing. We put out content in an effort to receive money or some type of satisfaction, right? There's always a cycle in everything, and when you can learn how to accept a compliment, you'll better learn how to give compliments, and you'll create an amazing cycle of reception when you're connecting with people. Okay, so a lot of us really don't understand how the hell to even like receive a compliment, right? This may or may not be you, okay, but if someone said, "Hey Ryan, I like your blue shirt," I would say, "Oh yeah, this whole thing, yeah man, I got this on sale at Kohl's," right? Now, I just pretty much diverted that compliment. I avoided it. You know, I could, but I said, "Oh thanks," right? But it had no energy behind it. It was like, "Oh, thanks, this shirt sucks." You know, but instead, it's like you can just say thank you. I really appreciate that, and be done. Okay. A lot of us, we try to explain ourselves out of the compliment that we got. Okay. And what that does is the universe actually sees that and says, "You don't even know how to take a compliment. Why? If this person gives you something and you divert it, why should I give you something?" Okay, so we learn how to take compliments, we learn how to give compliments. When next time you get a compliment, just take it and really embrace the gratitude of it. Okay, as we learn how to engage with people, and we'll go into more of that, but also learn how to be vulnerable, and I mean that by sharing your story. Okay, share your story on a daily basis, because we don't do that enough. Okay, if you look at the people in the industry that you really look up to, that you followed for years, I guarantee you know their story. I guarantee you know their struggle. I guarantee you probably know more about them than anything. Think about your favorite celebrity. Okay, think of your favorite celebrity or your favorite musical artist. Okay, you know them better than most people, right? Because you hear their music, you see their art, you see them on a vulnerable level, where as if you showed up at a concert and you met them backstage, you would already feel like you know that person because they shared their story. And you could run up to them and you'd be like, "No, man, don't you remember me?" Or like, "It's me, like I'm your biggest fan," right? And they have no freaking clue who you are, right? But you feel as if you know who they are because they've eloquently shared their story. Okay, so if you want to have better connections with your prospects when you call them, okay, or when you text them, or when you connect with them, or when you send them an email, I guarantee if you can find a way to creatively share your story, creatively share your struggle, share the things that will resonate with your prospects on a level that when they see you, they see your name pop up, they feel that mini celebrity status of being like, wow, like I get it. You know what I mean? Like that person did it too, but they're still rocking and rolling. That people need to feel that. Okay, and that's going to be big for your connections. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over the colors. I'm going to go over the numbers real quick. Guys, 15% of us are reds, 20% of us are greens, 35% of us are yellows, and 30% of us are blues. Okay, so when I talked about the golden rule, okay, of do unto others as if they would do unto you, right? We want to start operating on the rainbow rule, okay? And the rainbow rule says, do unto others how they want to be done unto, okay? So just as a reference, if I'm dealing with a red, okay, and let's just say I'm a blue, okay, if I were operating against the rainbow rule, then it would be I'm going to treat everybody like a blue because I want to treat everybody like how I want to be treated. Okay, that means if I connect with someone that's a yellow, all right, no, no, and no, so that only gives me a 30% chance of actually connecting with someone really, really deeply. 30% chance. Okay, is that good or bad? All right, 30%. Okay, imagine this. I'm a red. All right, I know I'm red. I know the characteristics of red, and I'll go into all these individually in a second. But if I treat people off the golden rule, and I treat people how I want to be treated, I literally have a 15% chance of connecting with people, and literally I'm just going to turn everybody else off. Okay, so I've got an 85% chance of pissing somebody off. Okay, and to me, that's just, I mean, that's not good. All right, so so I really don't want to, piss off my prospects. I need to understand that these are the colors, these are the numbers. Okay, so it's important to really understand these numbers, so what we're kind of working with. All right, so you may be looking at the yellows, right? 35% of people are yellows. Now, because of what I know about yellows, and I'll go over this in a second, but since 35% of people are yellows, okay, if I'm a homeless person and I stand at a stoplight and I understand that 35% of people are yellow and they give and they care, they're really caring people, right? Guys, I literally have a 35% chance that someone's going to give me money at every single stoplight. Okay, so you can, you can say like, man, homeless people got it, like they got it right, they figured it out. Well, let me tell you this, I don't care if you're homeless, Donald Trump, whoever it is, if you understand the colors, you understand how to use whatever tool or whatever vehicle you have to create income by understanding these colors. All right, I can that's real stuff right there, to be able to say, you know what, 3 out of 10 cars, I could get $5-10 out of here. Okay, if I stand out here 8 damn hours, I just made more money than you did sitting at a cubicle, right? So, that's just real stuff there. Is it? Do you have something, man?
That makes a lot of sense, Ryan. Absolutely. I've never heard it put that way before, especially the rainbow rule. That's a good one.
Appreciate it, man. All right, cool. So we have to understand that our product is not our product, okay? I want you to get out of the place where you think your product is your product, okay? I want you to stop doing research on how many sugars your shake has, okay, and sharing it with everybody. Okay, I want you to stop thinking about every detail of the molecular macodicons that your pill has versus somebody else's pill, or the scientific breakdown of your wraps, okay, and why they work, okay. Newsflash, nobody cares. Okay, nobody really cares about that stuff. Okay, the majority of people don't. The majority of people are just like, does it work? Right? Well, the majority of people are just like, yo, like, I mean, well, does it work?
That's
right?
it.
Right. Okay. So I'm gonna show you how you can use your products in different ways to share them with different people. But what I'm gonna do is get this. If it has to do with money, people are involved. Period. Okay. So if you want to master this equation, if you can master people, you'll master money. So people are your product. Okay. It's just, that's just the way it works. If it has to do with money, it's got to do with people. Trust me. We live in a world where money makes the world go round. Okay. If you don't believe it, it wouldn't be called currency. Okay. It's a current. It's got to stay moving. You have to align yourself with this current and understand the rules of this current in order to get in the current, okay? Or you're always going to feel like you're swimming or paddling against the current, and you'll never make any money, okay? So if you understand these basic rules and understand that your product is people, okay? I mean, Scott's sitting at Starbucks, you know? Guys, you can literally start to like manipulate yourself into free coffee, or maybe discounted coffee at Starbucks. I don't know if they ever give away free coffee. That's like you may end up disappearing if you end up with a free Starbucks coffee. You'll never get found. But I say that in a way where, you know, a lot of times, you know, we interact with people at a restaurant or something like that. Something goes wrong, and we may freak out, right? We may handle this situation in the golden rule, whereas if we could tell their color, if I knew the lady behind the counter at Starbucks, if I could feel her energy and I knew she was a yellow and something goes wrong and I react, or not really react, if I respond to her in a way that a yellow would want to get responded to, she may just say, you know what, that coffee's on me, right?
Absolutely.
You know, and it's crazy stuff if it randomly happens to you and you're like, oh, they gave, so-and-so gave me a free meal, right? It's more or less understanding why than the what, okay? So if I can understand why and actually start to do this at will, I mean, literally, people will be your puppets, okay? And they'll do whatever you want them to do, okay? So don't spend so much time on every single MLSP thing, okay? Don't spend time just trying to figure out how to master every little thing, okay? It's good to understand your products, but it's better to understand people, okay? Because if you understand people, they have that connection. Let me ask you this. You ever like get that person like sitting next to you on the bus or the subway or the airplane, and they just want to tell you every freaking thing about their life, right? And you're just like, oh my God, what just happened, right? Well, there's little things like your eye contact, your smile, your energy that give off the green light for that person to spill their guts to you. Okay? When people spill their guts, that's literally they're saying, problem, 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 problem. Okay, I'll shut up, solve my problem. Okay? So the only way people typically do that is if they have a connection with you, if they feel comfortable enough with you in order to do that. So imagine if every prospect you had was like, problem, 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 please help me solve my problem. Okay? Go look around. You probably already have prospects like that. You probably have people on your team like that. All right? This training is to help you better understand that so you can start to decipher those kind of people. Okay? All right. So one thing about the colors is you got to understand who you are first. Okay? What color are you? What do you like? What do you hate? What do you love? Okay? We want to understand the marketing process. So these are some things I'm going to go through before I go through the colors. I may come back to some of the stuff as I go through a quick little diagram here. I'm gonna skip over that real quick, but yeah, let me go through the colors real quick. Then I'll go back through the marketing process. So I'm gonna go with the reds. Okay, so reds are about the money. Okay, reds want to start making money yesterday. Okay, so typically, if I'm talking to somebody about MLSP, all right, and they've given me some problem and I'm going with a solution, and I understand that they're a red, okay, and I'm going to give you some characteristics so you can start to kind of distinguish the red people, okay. I'm going to talk to them about the commission. I'm going to talk to them about the products and how much they can make on these commissions and the products, okay. Reds typically like to dress a little flashier, right? They're really clean cut when they dress. Okay, you'll notice that if you're looking for them on Facebook, you know, they might have a suit on. They may dress really, really well. They may have a picture of them in an expensive restaurant. Why? Because they want people to see that they're at an expensive restaurant. They may take pictures of their brand new shoes. Reds are typically the more materialistic people of the world. Okay. When it comes to a red, I may be like, Miguel, what's going on, man? Pleasure for you to meet me. Okay. You know, we're here. You know, we were put on the planet, you know, to school everybody. You know, we have a king mentality. Typically, a woman red may feel like, you know, she may say something like, you know, God may have created man first, but he had to create a test run before he made me, right?
That's awesome. You can never be late for a red, but they can be late for you however they want to be.
Of course. So understanding this, and I won't go into crazy details, but you can start to all I want you to do, guys, is start to learn how to ask yourself better questions. As soon as you meet somebody, start to pick out things and say, okay, I wonder what color this person is. Okay, I'm not going to go into everything tonight, but I just want to start you to start asking yourself in a sense what I want you to do is start conditioning yourself to find out somebody's color before you start offering solutions, before you go way into details. You may ask a few questions, but even off appearance, I want you to say, okay, I think this person is a boom, right? And then as you have that conversation with that person, either it's going to tell you whether you're right or you're wrong, okay? And if you feel like you're right, you keep going down that road. If you feel like you're wrong, you may ask another couple questions because you may say, okay, I think that this is going another way, so I'm going to ask this question just to see if they are that, right? See how they respond to that, okay? And you're listening for inflections in their voice. You're looking at facial expressions, right? You know, these are certain things you have to start to be a little more observant about. All right, so those are your reds. All right, blues. Blues are all about fun, party. Okay. If it's something like you're talking about live the dream, you got to talk. I mean, I wouldn't even mention the training, right? They're like, man, training. We're talking about going to Brian's mansion. Okay. We talk about the pool, the grotto, man. That's the only reason you should join MLSP. Is for I'm talking like the whole year, okay, even if you joined, even if you came in for $150 and paid, you know, $1,200, $1,500 a year or whatever, or $2,000 a year, whatever it is, man, it's worth it just for the party. Okay, if you had to pick between a New Year, paying $2,000 for the bang out New Year's party of your life, or live the dream 7, I'm gonna tell you right now, you're an entrepreneur, you need to get to live the dream 7. Oh yeah, and you get some pretty cool stuff with it. You get some pretty cool stuff with it, but that's not even the point. Okay, the Blues are the best promoters on the planet. All right, I mean, they can promote anything. I mean, if there was anything you want, they could promote it. All right, and they can get it out there fast, and they're gonna get it out there. But Blues, like I said, they're all about fun. If it ain't fun, they don't want to be about it. Okay, so you have to learn how to keep things fun for them, or they're out. They're on to the next thing. Okay, where we at with the Yellows? They care about compassion and relationships. Okay, so they want that companionship. Yellows are they're the nurturers of the world. All right, if you see somebody with like loose fitting clothes or kind of like hippie and they love the planet, and you may see them, you know, hugging a tree, you know, in their profile picture or something. You may, I mean, these are the kind of people that like they come home and you know they just have to be like naked when they come home. They just like being in clothes like was like felt like a restriction for them. You know, like it frustrated them the entire day because they were just like, ugh, like I just want to be a part of this free. Okay, typically they're nurturers, they're teachers. You know, when it comes to like, I'll go over some kind of like careers with the Reds, sales. You know, if these are some questions that you can ask people. So like, that's a big question. So if I ask somebody what they do, okay, and if I ask them if they like their job or if they like that career, if I say, hey man, what do you do? And Miguel's like, oh, I'm in sales. I've been in sales for 20 years. Oh, you've been in sales for 20 years, man. You must really like it, man. I love it. What's the most thing you love about sales? Man, I love making money. They just told you they were red. Okay. If I come across a teacher and they're like, oh, I just love teaching. I've been a teacher for 30 years. That just ding, 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 yellow for me. Okay. So I know not to talk about money because they're going to be like, oh my God, what is this? What is this? Like, are his eyes green? I've never seen a black guy with green eyes.
Right. Very creative.
All right. So greens. Greens are detailed. They're the engineers of the world. They're your scientists. They're your botanists. Your I don't want to say nerds, but I mean they're the smarty pantses of the world. Okay, these are the most detail oriented people that you'll ever come across. Okay, and when you understand the green, okay, you'll understand why I mean, one thing about the greens that I've noticed, they will hang on the fence forever. Okay, they are the longest to actually convert to anything. Okay, so if I'm looking at a green and they're the longest to convert to anything, and I have a red who are the fastest to convert, okay, because they were supposed to be in yesterday, right? I can't treat them the same. I can't try to close them the same way because I'm going to turn the green off. He's going to be like, dude, it's not even worth. If you're going to push me, then I don't even need it. Okay, I'm doing okay with what I got right now. I'm sure I'll figure it out, and then you'll lose them. Okay, so you have to understand that these people want the details. Okay, if I'm going to show somebody MLSP, I may have 4 different videos lined up. Okay, I mean, not to say you have to, but I'm just saying like I may have a longer video that may show all the details of the back office. everything, every detail. I may even tell them, hey man, before you watch this video, what I want you to do is I want you to take some notes. I want you to grab 2 notebooks, one for pros and one for cons. And then what I want you to do is after watching this video, I want you to compile a spreadsheet saying why you should actually join MLSP, and do the cost analysis of the $149 a month membership fee to the benefits of actually joining MLSP. Therefore, you can have this spreadsheet. I want you to email yourself this spreadsheet. That way, if you have to go on your phone and look at it while you're eating lunch, just if you have that urge to analyze it, then what you can do is you can pull that up on your phone. That way, while you're eating, you can make sure that you've analyzed this to your ability, so you can make a structured decision. Okay, and I may change up my whole speech pattern just off of talking to a green. And I may sound weird. I may sound like I don't talk like that all the time, but they're eating it up. They're just sitting there shaking their head, just like, right, yep, cool, I like that. Yeah, where's that at? Give me some more of that. And just eating it up. Okay, so that's a rundown of the colors. Okay, now I'm going to show you some resources in a second, or you can I'll show you how to go dig deeper. I'll go into the careers. I'll go into some more verbiage. I'll go into how to counsel these people. So if you're dealing with these people in your network marketing company, there's things that you should be saying to them to get them going. So if you have people in your network marketing company and you're like, man, so-and-so just can't get going, like I don't know what to do, right? There's certain ways that you have to counsel these people. There's certain ways that you have to encourage these people, certain ways you inspire. There's certain ways that you coach them, okay? There's a technique that I use with Reds that we call fluff, fluff, slam, right? You fluff them up, then you slam them, okay? You may pull someone aside and say, hey man, I know you're doing a really good job in your business, man. I've been seeing you make videos. I've been seeing you do all sorts of stuff, man. I know you're making calls. I know you're doing the thing. Man, there's probably not anything that you can't do, but I bet you can't make it to L1 before you get to live the dream.
That's awesome. That is a straight challenge. I like it.
And what? I'm the only person in here that can make it to L1 before. Shut up. Wait, how do I get to L1? They'll ask you that. They'll literally say, what do I need to do? Oh, 4 people? That's easy. I got it. But you can't do that to a yellow. They'll be like, they'll get deflated. You can't just fluff them up and slam them. You have to lead them and pace them to a place where you can, Samantha, I understand that you really, I know there's some goals that you wanted to hit. I understand that there's some things in your life that you really want to accomplish, and I know that it's going to make you feel really satisfied if you're able to accomplish those things. Am I right? Yeah. How would it make you feel if you're able to do those things? Yeah, that'd be pretty cool, right? So imagine this. Imagine you building your own little community. Okay? Imagine you building this little community where people feel like you are their leader, you're their guidance, you're their chauffeur through their journey in life and their journey through their business. Okay? So what MLSP is going to do is it's going to give you the blueprint. So not only can you be able to show yourself how to get there, but you're going to be confident enough to actually show your group, your community, how to get there as well. Okay? Does that resonate with you? Do you feel like that's something that you would really, really want? And that'll take somebody to a whole nother level. It resonates with them, especially if they really respond to that. Okay, so those are just some little tips. So if if you can get that, I gave you some kind of pointers there. I didn't want to go like crazy all into it. I saw some people taking some notes. So is that good stuff so far? Is that good stuff?
Yes. Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. I love the colors, just having a tactical way to actually engage with people in the right way that, like you said, do unto others as the way that they want to have done to them. So
Yep.
that's exactly awesome. Yeah.
Cool, man. All right, so once you get that, then I just want to go through the marketing process, okay? So we need all of these, okay? We need all of them to survive. Cold traffic is actually the most important one of them all, okay? You may look on here and say, what's this one down here? I want that one. All right, let me see those buyers. Let me tell you this, cold market is the most important traffic ever, okay? But I want to show you the process, the way that my mind thinks on how I do my marketing process. So if you already think like this, great. If you don't, I would probably suggest it because it works. But this is how I look at it. Cold market, free, 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 free. This is what I think when it comes to cold market. I try to spell really, really well, just so they know I'm literate first. So I'm trying to do no typos or anything like that. But I'm gonna go value overload. Okay, first impression, you only get one. So value overload. If there's one thing that I had to learn and learn the hard way, you can learn, and then you can, tiptoe out there if you're ready to start teaching stuff, and you start teaching things, and then you start thinking, okay, well, I paid for this information, so like, I'm going to start teaching it, but I'm only going to give like a little bit away, right? So I'm going to give out value, but I'm going to like kind of hoard my value just a little bit, right? I don't want to give away too much, because if I give away too much, nobody will buy anything from me, right? Guess what? That's keeping you broke. That's going to keep you in the same place, because value wins the game. Value wins the crowd. Okay? Value, value, value. Get this. Nobody on the planet is going to have a breakthrough off of your 15-minute training on something that could be revolutionary. Nobody's going to have a breakthrough. They may get some information, they may actually take action, but guess what? They're going to have to take that action over the course of at least, 30 to 90 days in order to get some like really good results. So no one's going to get rich off of one or two trainings that you do. They just don't. It takes long-term action. So if you go just all out on your trainings or giving out information, do it. Because if that first impression is, holy shit, Scott's, damn, I don't want to miss anything else. Like, I have to give him my email. Shit, I'm gonna give him 2 email addresses, shit, just so I make sure I'm on every list, right? So now they're on your list, and you can market to them forever. But I guarantee you, you'll never you can never give away too much. You'll never be in a position where you're like, damn, I gave away too much. Because that first impression, then it moves them faster to being a warm market. It moves them fast. This warm market moves them faster to being hot. Okay, so if they're warm, then I want to start maybe getting their email addresses, getting the capture pages, right? Phone number, that kind of stuff. Okay, so right here, I'm just trying to get people to my website. Cold market traffic, I'm just trying to get them to my website. If I can get somebody to my website, 5 to 10 times, they're gonna enter their email address. They have to. They wouldn't be hanging out. Okay, they just wouldn't be hanging out on my website. So I use social media just to point back everywhere to my website. And that's where you want people going. So they put their information in and stuff, but they need to feel comfortable on your website. They need to feel like the three. It needs to feel. I've never done this before. This may sound weird. They need to feel like the three bears. You know what I'm saying? Like they need to really feel like they can eat your porridge and not get in trouble, and not have to put their information into it, right? Like, damn, that's crazy. Like, imagine if the three bears would have had to put in an opt-in page to get some porridge. He probably would have been like, nah, I'm cool. I don't even like porridge. The hell is porridge? There's a Burger King across the street anyway. You know, but if they're in your house, if they're at your place and they're comfortable, right? Then they're like, let me test this out, right? So that's what you got. Once you can feel someone and you know their color and they're hot, they're hip to you, that's when you can make an offer. You know, and sometimes I'm talking like you can make an offer. People here may take an offer, but this is where you make an offer, okay? So I hope you understand the difference between making an offer and having an offer and they take it. Okay, so there's people that buy in the warm market, right? But these are people that you can literally go up to them and say like, hey man, like go to this website. I want you to check it out. I want your feedback. But go ahead and take out your credit card. It's okay. Like you're gonna want to buy this. All right, just I don't want you to like freak out. So just go ahead and take out your credit card. Like buy it. It's cool. It's okay. Like it's going to a good cause. Me. So. So
that's awesome.
Go fund Ryan account. So that's it. But what we want is you want to create a buyer's list, and you want to take that buyer's list and make sure that buyer's list is always buying, or buying most of the time, or continuously buying your products, and you want to get referrals from those buyers. That's where your money is. Okay. And it could mean, you know, if they're buying monthly, obviously they're in, you know, having some kind of monthly subscription or something like that, or they buy your products every day. So this is the process, okay? You got cold market people. As you can tell, I'm going to move some people over here because we do know people, right? So this is what most people's like. This is what most people's like. I would say their list looks like if they have a list, right? There's like a bunch of people in the cold market, right? A bunch of people in the cold market that they have no idea who they are. All these people over here. They know some people in the warm market. They really don't have a hot market and they don't have any buyers yet. Okay, so your ideal process every day, every single day, should be you got to recognize I'm going to talk to 20 people today, and first you have to decipher. Ask yourself these questions, and you'll start to realize you'll start to ask yourself these questions in a way that you don't even have to do anymore. It becomes innate. Okay, but you'll notice if I'm talking to Miguel, I'll say, okay, Miguel's warm market, right? So my job is to move him to a hot market. Okay, my job is to move Samantha to a warm market. Okay, my job is to go out and meet some people and move him to cold market. Okay, I need more people to my website, right? Cold market traffic. I need cold market traffic. Okay, then my job is to move another person here. Okay, and I'm always replacing. You see that? This is called keeping the pipeline full. All right, you create a cycle. Okay. As you create this cycle, okay, your warm market always stays full, your cold market stays full. This is the universe or the world where people will always be. People are always turning 18, okay? All right, and I mean that in a way so people can join your business. They're legal.
We got that. I got that. I know where you're going with that.
Right. So as you're doing your marketing every day, right? I can tell you this: the my most favored and highly, like, I love this compliment when someone says, man, you are just like unbelievably consistent. Like that is like the biggest compliment for me, because every time I do like some kind of like training, or I go back through the training library and somebody talks about consistency, they always bring up Ray Higdon. Hands down, they always bring up Ray Higdon. The dude does content 8 days a week on multiple platforms. He's everywhere. I don't know how the hell he does it. Don't know how the hell he does it. But it's amazing. So if you want to be something, be consistent, but follow this formula. Always moving people to your warm market. Always moving warm people to your hot market. Always going and making sure before you make an offer, right? Before you make an offer, make sure they're hot, right? Don't be making offers with people over here. Okay? You're killing yourself. All of a sudden, this person's gone because you made an offer and they're in your cold market. Okay? That person's gone. That person went over to somebody else's list. You'll never see them again. Okay? Now you have to go out and prospect, to people or you get more traffic because you messed up and you started offering people over here, right? Remember, free. Let these people decide if they want to spend money with you or not. Okay? And you can offer right here. Okay, so when someone says, yes, I would like to be a buyer, you say, yay. And then you just want to make sure this person keeps buying. Okay? More traffic. Okay? More people that can move into your warm market. Okay? Warm market people, you ask for their email address. You can ask for things. I test this stuff out all the time. I met a lady for the first time. She was like, yeah, I'm in, it works, it's cool. I said, now, and y'all know me, right? Y'all know the kind of value I put out. Y'all know the kind of content I put out. I said, hey, I have a free, I did this on a test. I did this like testing it, just literally for this kind of training. I said, hey, I have a free training group where I give away tips, I give away tricks, some of my best stuff. It's a free training group. Would you like to be a part of it? She said, no. And I'm sitting here like, oh my God, you have no idea, because she doesn't know me, right? Okay. A free training group, and because I don't know her, first day I met her, okay? First day I met her, a free training group, she said no, okay? So do you understand that, like, people, if they don't know you, you can't even, like, offer them anything, even if it's free. I could have just said, hey, listen, because she didn't know me, right? I even said, hey, yeah, I'm actually, one of the top recruiters in my MLM, and she's, but, hey, it's just kind of how they go sometimes. All right, so understand that, like, you really don't want to offer anything to people here. Let these people just see your stuff. That's why you market every day. That's why you show up every day. So the cold market people just see you. That way, when you do say hey, and you say, hey, what's up? They say, oh my God, Miguel, I see your videos every day. Over here now, right? And you say, oh, cool, like, what are you struggling in your business, man? And they start giving you problems, and guess what? Didn't even hang around in warm market. She's hot, okay? And you're like, man, like, how serious, like, let me ask you something. How serious are you about really changing that? Was it something that you were just kind of like, messing around with, or is this something you were trying to solve yesterday? I've been struggling for not like weeks, months. I don't even like, I'm to the point where I don't even know what to do. Got him, right? So if you can follow this cycle, okay, where you're always moving people, okay, this is how you end up with making sales every day, is because every day you're moving 20 people in, right? And every day when you connect to 20 people, some of those are moving to warm, some of those are moving to hot, some of them buy, right? If you move this cycle over time, every day somebody is buying every single day, okay? That's the process. And if you follow that process and you become more aware of what you're doing, become more aware. And what I mean by that is become aware of that person's color, become aware of where they lie in your market, okay? and then and only then you can offer solutions. You want to start offering solutions based off their color, okay? And that's how you want to start offering solutions, okay? So if that's all I got, if you want to get more information, or if you want to connect with me on a deeper level where I really go out, I dig in, I actually go into the colors for about 3 to 4 hours of training, about an hour training on each color. Okay, it's about 4 hours of training on each color. Okay, you can go to this website, it's 90daymaster.com. Just check it out. If you want to check it out, that's cool. Let me know. If you want some extra help with these colors and really mastering them, because I promise if you master these colors, you will make a lot of money. You'll help a lot of people, and you'll start crushing whatever you do. So that's all I got, man.
Awesome. Ryan, I got a question.
Yo.
How do you know when somebody has gone from cold to warm to hot to buyer? Obviously, buyer, they've taken out their credit card, but what kind of signifies to you that they've switched, that they've moved into that next level?
You know, you can tell in the way they talk to you. Like, I'm looking for, like, let's just say this is like Facebook chat. All right, you'll notice when you first meet somebody, like, they may give you like one word responses. You know, they may just be like yes, no, maybe, I don't know, right? And then you just and then you just keep marketing, right? You just keep showing up every day, and you literally are talking to that person in your marketing. You're like, man, I know I met that girl so and so, and when you do a video, she or he is the camera lens. Okay, and you're talking to that person, and then you may circle back around in 30 days and be like, hey, what's up, right? And then you may have at least got to a place where you may be able to ask a question that presents a problem. All right, but I'm looking every day. I just look if I'm connecting with people, because I still do a lot of like aggressive connecting where I'm actually like reaching out to people. Because I'm gonna do, and I told myself I'm gonna do that until I'm around $15,000 a month. I'll do that every day. I'll do it until like I'm solidified where if half my monthly income got cut, I'd still be straight. If 3/4 of it got cut, I'd still be straight. I'll do that until a while, but you'll start to they'll give it away. You'll know.
Got it. Like, so very like quickly, like, I guess this really does depend on the colors and how well you know them. Like, I've had people immediately warm up to me within minutes in a conversation, and I think that does have a lot to me with me hitting the actual 30% or the 35% of people that are in my color. So yeah, I guess that would be qualified warm market then, even if it's just the first conversation, but we're like two peas in a pod.
Yeah, if you want to start moving people, quicker, the best thing I can do is say like get people on your webinars. Like I can tell you like the sales that I've made today, or the sales that I make. Like I made a few sales today of people that I've never talked to on the phone before, but they were on webinars, right? So technically I have spoken to them before. And that's deep, like that's a little deeper than, but like if you say, oh man, I've been making sales with people I never talked to, right? You talk to them. You may not talk to them directly, but you're talking to them.
I think Scott had a question.
Oh,
Hey Ryan, how many people do you keep in the pipeline at any given time?
What I do is I have a spreadsheet that I make. So I have everything is digital. I'm real digital, but I actually make a spreadsheet every month, and it's on my iPad, and it's 100 cells. So It's 100 empty cells, and they're big enough for me to put a name in them, okay? And I create like 5 lists every month. So I have one list for like one of my I have an MLM where I really use the product. Like all I do is I use the product, but I still kind of like have a list for that MLM. So I may pick out 100 people, and all I want them to do is look at some information. That's all my goal is. And then once they look at the information, once I confirm that they saw the information, I don't even try to close them. I just say, I want your feedback. And then as soon as I said, yeah, I watched it, I highlight their name. And I move on. I don't care. And then I make another list for something else. 100 people are gonna see an MLSP presentation, or see some information, or watch a walkthrough, and I'll make a list on the Sunday night before the end of the month, and as soon as they see it or as soon as they check it out, I highlight their name and I move on. Or if I haven't gotten to that place where I'm going to ask them to watch something, because that's where rapport comes in. Like, there's literally people that you could go up to now. There's people that will literally, if they were like driving and I said, hey, could I get your feedback? They'd pull over and be like, okay, I'm ready, right? And then there's some people, I'm the same person. The information's the same. I'd say, hey, man, or hey, girl, or hey, what's up? I wouldn't say, hey, girl. But I would say, hey, can I get your feedback on something? I literally say the same thing, and they'd be like, yeah, I'll get to it, right? So it's all about how people see you. You know, it's all about where is that person in regards to like your market. Are they cold, warm, hot? But for me, I make a list. I make a list, and I have a sheet that I'm working down now. One of them is 100 people. The other one's 100 people. The other one is about 400 people. And a lot of them I've never spoken to. So for that, I usually just send them. I'm not a big condoner of a copy and paste message, but there's one that I send out that works really well for me, and all I say is, hey, Scott, I noticed that we've been friends on Facebook, man, and we haven't connected yet. You know, I'll say I'm usually pretty good with connecting with these people. What are you working on? Okay, it's something general. It sounds natural. Honestly, if I haven't spoken to somebody yet, I would say that to them. So if I come across people that I haven't spoken to, I'll say that to them, and I'm not going to offer them anything. I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to connect with them as if I had nothing to offer. And that works in your favor, because then the Facebook algorithm will kick in. The human algorithm will kick in. So they're going to go check you out, right? They're going to scroll down your page, and they're going to see, like, okay, this guy may have something, he may be working with something here, right? So it just, you know, I work off list, man. I'm old school when it comes to that, and it makes me a lot. And I actually write down, like, if I want to make $1,000 off of that list, I'll say, like, over the course of this next 30 days, I have made $1,000 working off this list. You know, and if I'm selling something or promoting something that's $97, and I made a list of 100 people and 10 buy, well, guess what? I just made an extra G.
Awesome. Thanks, man.
Yep.
Sam, did you have any questions?
I don't think so. I was just actually really impressed with how whenever you use me for the example. That was really, really good. Was that green?
Did you ask if you were green?
Whenever you did the example, like you had green on, so I'm assuming that was green. I just had when I was taking notes, like I didn't write it in order. So then I was like, wait. The green was the example that you used on me.
Oh, the example that you used for you. Oh, for you.
Yeah.
I remember that one. That was more yellow.
Okay. I was like yellow, green, but then it kind of felt like a yellow, so I wasn't sure.
I saw your head. I saw your reaction when I started saying some of that, and it seemed like that kind of resonated with you.
Yeah.
It seemed like it kind of spoke to you a little bit, and you have to take in consideration. We've had a few conversations on Facebook chat, and we've had a conversation on the phone. And I do this in every conversation, so it's not only like it starts to become really natural that like you can like understand what somebody wants and what somebody like. I mean, it's literally like reading their mind.
Yeah.
And once you do that, I mean, people are just. I mean, just imagine like if you meet somebody, your spouse, your boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever it is, and you're like, man, they just get me, and like they have you by like their thumb, their finger, like they could, they could say, hey babe, we're gonna go jump off this cliff, and you're gonna be like, okay, you're gonna catch me at the bottom, right?
Yeah.
Or you'd be like, am I supposed to catch you, or are you gonna catch me, right? So, so this is powerful stuff. Like, I mean, like really, really powerful stuff. Like, and if you haven't mastered this stuff, I mean, I would tell you, like, get anything you can get your hands on to master this stuff and learn this stuff, because it's priceless.
Mm-hmm.
It's absolutely priceless to learn this stuff and get your hands on whatever you can to do that, because it will last you a lifetime, and you literally have unlocked the key to like everything, because there's people, like, no matter what, there's going to be people around, unless we end up back in Adam and Eve days, and if that happens, I don't want it. If that happens, I'm not trying to be the last two on earth.
Right. Well, you're right. Like in any business and any job, you're gonna have interactions with people.
Yeah. Can't go anywhere without doing it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, quick question. When you're doing this, sorry, I guess it's an assumption. Do you look at their profile and kind of get an idea as well from what they post, or do you just want to do you just start the conversation and start like the typical questions that you ask to find out?
I do look at someone's profile because I do want to get a little bit of an idea. I'll go through their pictures, their profile pictures. I'll go through like at least 10 real quick, because it's somebody like me, right? Like, I'm a red. Now, I love like my son to death, right? Love him to death. But you won't see a lot of like profile pictures of me and him. You know what I mean? You may see some pictures of me and him every once in a while, but like you don't see a lot of like profile pictures of me and my son, right? And that's not that I don't love him. It's not that it's not, my thing or whatever. I just understand. I understand why that I'm just not like that. Especially like on Facebook, it's just not me. To be all like family and that kind of thing. It's not my thing. Right. So if I look through and I see someone with a lot of family pictures and things like that, and or their profile picture may be their kid, right? I may say, okay, this person might be yellow, right? Because they really want people to see that like they have a kid and they're part of a family, group pictures and hugging, and you know what I mean? And there's a lot of love going around. You can start to feel the things that people want to like. I mean, Facebook is such a giveaway. I mean, social media is a giveaway. I mean, basic human nature says that we want to like express what we are, express who we are. We want people to see the us for who we are, and we want to show off, you know. And it goes back to the rainbow rule, because we want to show off what we like, not what you know, what the world wants, you know.
Right.
So we're gonna, yeah. So I do poke around a lot, and I poke around so I can get a compliment. I poke around so I can give a compliment.
Nice. Nice. Well, thank you. Thank you.
Awesome. Well, I think we're just at an hour here, folks. Ryan, thank you so much again for coming out. I think we have plenty of information here. That was fantastic. If you really, how can people find you and connect with you a little bit closer? I know you gave your website a little bit ago, so go ahead and give that again, so that way, you know, so we know where people can come and connect with you at.
If anyone pops in on RyanMcMorris.com, there is a tab that says Book Ryan, and anyone can go on there and they can book an appointment with me. They can book a coaching call. They can book any type of call. Some are free, some are at charge, but that's the best way to connect. A lot of people have kind of really enjoyed the fact that they can just go to my website. If there's a free time that's available, they can book it. So a lot of people use it and like that little quirk that I have on there.
Awesome. Very cool.
Awesome. Very cool. That helped.
Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. I am Miguel Fuentes. This is the My Lead System Pro, my dream team. We've a ton of value on this webinar. Hopefully you're all take it all in. We went pretty quick. This is some detailed information. Like Ryan mentioned before, you may need to rewind it, rewatch it, take some good notes, make sure you understand them, and most importantly, start taking action on this stuff. Start applying it in your business, and you're going to see change. You're going to see results. You're going to see the difference in people interacting with you and your content and everything else that you're doing in your business. This will make a difference. So I just want to take a minute and thank Ryan McMorris again for coming out and hanging out with us this evening. And wherever you're watching this at, there's going to be a link somewhere. There's a link near here. There's a link on here. There's a link below. If it's maybe it's on YouTube, maybe it's on a blog, make sure you click that link. Fill out the form. Take your $10 test drive. Go ahead and get started. One of us will be in contact with you. This is Miguel Fuentes. Thanks again for watching. We will see you next week. Bye for now, folks.